So I decided to make this video for anybody out there who might be interested in creating the old Revell Monogram F4U models. I found that the reissue of the kit, which is still out there, and in fact actually I purchased mine at Hobby Lobby, actually has a instruction that is incorrect, and if you follow it, the folding of the wings will not work properly. So as you can see, the one on the right is actually done properly. The one on the left was done with the modern instructions, and it does not work. The one on the right, I actually found an old issue of the Monogram kit in which the instructions were correct. So the reason why I posted this was I got back into making models a few years ago, and mostly kind of inspired by Max's models, YouTube channel that I watched. But I decided I was going to make all the old Monogram Revell Navy kits that I had made as a kid, and everything went pretty smoothly. In fact, I really got a lot of joy out of making all those kits. But when I got to this, I was very disappointed because I followed the instructions. I had purchased the reissued kit and it didn't work. And that's why I started doing some investigating and looking up some old instructions on scale mates and trying to find things there. And eventually I purchased actually an old issue of the Corsair. So on the left, you see the old instructions from the kit that I purchased. And I kind of like these instructions back in the old days. I mean, they actually kind of explained things and gave you little notes, and I remember as a kid kind of reading those, especially since we didn't have YouTube back then, to find out, well, how am I really supposed to put this together? The one on the bottom is the instruction from the reissue, and it all centers around this hinge pin. It's actually put in upside down in the current new reissue instructions, and if you follow the old instructions, it will fold correctly. So here's what it looks like on the new instructions, a little closer view, but the wings will not fold past like 90 degrees if you follow these instructions. And again, it has to do with this hinge pin. This picture kind of shows it upside down if you were to follow it. So when you put this together, as I say, the wings will not fold correct. In fact, they don't even really sit quite right either, when you fold them. I mean, I know this is not an accurate model, but it's the kind of model I enjoy making because of the motion and being able to move parts around. And with my grandkids, it's nice to have something that they just don't stare at, but they actually see some motion to. So this is the problem. This is upside down, that hinge pin. So when I purchased this original copy with the great artwork on it, it actually has the correct way. So again, here's a little close-up look of the instructions in order to get the wings to fold correctly. So if you notice the hinge pin, there's a little pad on it, and that pad has to be facing up toward the top of the wing, not to the bottom, which is the way the new instructions make it look. So what I have underlined there, is make sure the pad on the hinge faces to the outside of the wing. To me, it means to the to the top of the wing, as shown in the second photo. So this is the picture of the second photo. And when you're done, this is the top of the wing, and this is the way it should look in order for the wings to fold. If you don't have that little indentation there and the pad facing up, the wings won't fold past 90 degrees. So on the left, the wrong way to do it, following the current new instructions, which You know, I tried to send a notice to Revell, but you know, never got any response. And on the right is the way to look if you follow the old, you know, 1960, 1970 instructions. So I hope you find this helpful and enjoy your model building. Thanks.